All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is me, Donovan Sadiq. I am the recovering Democrat coming to you live from Sosua, Dominican Republic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Super Bowl day. Great night last night. I can tell you this, a bunch of American men started coming into the Dominican Republic in the Sosua area starting about Thursday. And I'm going to tell you, I never seen so many black men smiling, Puerto Rican men, these Americanized men smiling, hugging each other, having a good time. I mean, when you're in America, there is a grim looking face that you have all the time from the stress of just being in America. And so as I sat, because I'm a people watcher, and I'm seeing these brothers hugging each other, talking to, I mean, total strangers, just talking to each other, having a good time. If you guys been following my video Friday night, I went down to the bar area where they were hosting a boxing event. Women fighters, men fighters, people getting knocked the fuck out in real time at 40 US dollars. The place was packed. Older gentlemen like myself, of course, we were in there because a lot of us enjoy boxing and we enjoy entertainment. And you had the young Thundercats because remember what I told you. There's a difference between Passport Brothers and Passport Thundercats. In my opinion, 30 years and younger, you're not looking to get married. These guys are here. They go around the world wherever they're going. In my opinion, they're just having fun. They're not looking for wives. They're not doing that. So, that's my experience with it. That's what I know. Because if I, and I did at a young age at taxpayer expense as a member of the military, I was paid to go around the world and move cargo and people and stay in hotel, being in the Air Force, Travis Air Force Base, staying in major hotels and wherever we were ROing, that means to remain overnight. And they were paying me for this stuff. I mean, I enjoyed my job so good that I would rarely take leave. It would be like, why? I would, back in the day before it was, use and lose, I would just rack up like 120 days of leave because I would never leave. And then when they came up with that policy, then I had to use it or lose it. But so at a young age, at that age, I wasn't there to find a wife. I was there to have a good time, right? Human nature is human nature. But as I'm watching these young men, as I go out and I see what was going on, because I'm a people watcher, I'm seeing guys that are just total strangers. Just talking to each other, uh, all kind of saying the same things and, asking questions like, why do these women keep themselves up? Why are these women, but then a lot of guys are also observing too that a lot of the younger women, and then again in most countries, uh, have the mentality, are starting to get the mentality of the women in the United States. Again, Cardi B is as of Dominican descent. A lot of Dominican girls follow Cardi B. They like Rihanna. They like Megan Thee Stallion. They like the City Girls, right? And so they're a product of what they see. But all in all, you can literally come here, sit at a bar with a total stranger, shake their hand, and just start talking. Hey, man, how long have you been here? Hey, hey, where are you from? Oh, what's going on with that? Oh, man, yeah, I'm here for 3 days. I'm here for 4 days, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, you see any property over here, whatever you're going to do? Da, 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 da. Have you been to this place? Not saying it's unusual, because I'm a military person. As you guys know, if you've been in the military, we're a brother sisterhood within ourselves. We're a community within ourselves. So it doesn't take long for military people to, uh, get together. Hey man, I'm new. What's there to do around here? That you can do this. Oh, you're a veteran. Hey, make sure you sign up for the foreign military program, medical program, at the Sosua clinic over here. If you don't stay here in Puerto Plata, there's a clinic in Puerto Plata. There's a clinic in Santiago. There's a clinic in Santo Domingo. Just in case you get sick or you need some medical help or whatever, they'll sign up. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up. Free massages, free physical therapy, therapeutic pool therapy, such and such and such and such and so on. right? So today's the Super Bowl, and Dallas Cowboys aren't in it, so I'm really not interested in going. But the places are going to be packed. Again, I'm going to the place where there was Coco Locos, where the boxing event was, because that's a fairly new club. Owner is a great guy. If you guys ever come into this area, please stop by. It's a couple of doors down. It's like a block down from Rumba Kings. So if you've been here before, you guys can know where to go. But it's a really nice spot. I mean, they have dominoes, free pool tables, uh, Connect Four, all kinds of strategy games. For maybe for us older people, maybe that's what it is, because they know the older guys got money, and we're gonna spend our money and have a good time, because not everybody's here for the girls and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna tell you guys a quick and funny story. As the week was coming, because I've been here since January 31st. As the week was coming, you're seeing busloads and busloads of girls coming to the area. Now, remember, the Europeans are in town. So already all the hotels are already booked, and this is before Super Bowl. I mean, this was, the Europeans are coming here for holiday. So it's very hard to get a room, whatever. One brother gets here, and he's from Atlanta, and he's, checking in, and he's just smoking a cigarette, right? He's just, he's like, you can see he's kind of like pensive. So I say, hey, brother, what's going on? He goes, oh man, my passport. I think my buddy's playing a trick on me, but I'm not sure, blah, 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 right? So he's kind of worried about his passport. I said, what airline did you come on? He goes, oh, Spirit. I said, oh, Spirit. But anyway, that's just me, Spirit. I said, well, do you have a photocopy of your passport? Because the new passports they're digitized. They have a chip inside them. And he was like, yeah, I got my passport in 2019. I said, well, it shouldn't be a big problem or whatever. I said, I'm very sure, your friend's probably playing a joke on you. I'm pretty sure you're going to find it. But the good thing is you have a photocopy of your passport, which a lot of hotels, you need to have your passport. They make a copy of it. Even if you don't have it, when you check into most foreign countries that I'm aware of, they will photocopy your passport and keep it on record. So if you ever lose your passport, you can always go and get a copy of it at the hotel you checked into, and then it has the numbers there. You call the consulate or whatever and follow their instructions, let the airline know, follow their instructions, whatever you need to do. And usually they will either cancel that passport out, right? Or, issue you an emergency one where you can still travel, and they verify who you are and all this other. It's all digital now, so it's not as hard as it used to be. But I asked the guy. He said, "Yeah, I put it in, in my, in front of my safe." It was a big situation. Okay, I've traveled for, how old am I? I'll be 53. I'm 52 right now. I have traveled since I was 4 years old. Right, lived overseas from the time I was 11 or 12. All my adult military life, travel. I, for the life of me, do not understand why people do not keep their passports on their person. I know it's an inconvenience. I know it's like, oh, I got, sweet Bond, Spirit is the worst. It's super cheap for a reason. Yeah, they nickel and dime. I tried Spirit when it first came into existence. And the Spirit airline, I was surprised that they didn't have like a 50-cent quarter machine to use the latrine, to use the bathroom. That's how bad they nickel and dime you. I mean, you're just in there. The seats don't recline. It was crazy. Never again. And then I don't like Spirit for the quality of passengers that they attract. Let me say, okay. The quality of passion that I just rather pay the extra money. I don't have to deal with it. I'm good, and whatever. Because another bad thing about Spirit is one agent might be really good. You might have a really good experience going or coming. But on one of those legs on the way back, you're going to have a terrible experience, because like one person will say, all right, just let your bag go. And they don't even care, right? They're like, yeah, just go. Then you come back, oh, it's $100. I don't know if you saw that YouTube video where that mom and daughter were fighting in Miami because she would, had to check the bag and stuff. I just can't I can't deal with that. But anyway, for the life of me, I do not understand. Your passport is your ID in the guest country. People, keep your passport on you. When I have a photocopy, and I always keep a photocopy of my passport with me, I can make like 2 copies. If I'm going to use the safe, I'll put 2 copies in that, put a copy in the safe and keep a copy in my bag, right? I also take a picture of it and text message my family members so that if I do disappear, something happens, they have the exact same passport and they can kind of track where I'm at or whatever. You know, there's something they can go on. But I'm just like, you're in a foreign country, you got to keep that passport with you. And actually, when I have my passport, I got that little cover thing and I use it as a wallet. You know, my cell phone has all my credit cards in it and stuff, and I just use it as a wallet. And you know, and well, you know, both actually do. But there's one thing we do know as men and people: we're going to have our cell phones, right? So I got on the cover of my cell phone, it's got pockets, and you know, you put like your ID or something like that. And to me, my cell phone is, when I'm stateside, is like my wallet. I don't need any more wallets. Everything is on that phone because, you know, subconsciously, we're always grabbing for our phone and checking for our phone. When I had my wallet, I got tired of like getting confused sometimes and like be like, wait, where's my wallet? Oh, where's my phone? So now I just got a phone. But when I'm in another country, I've got my passport, right? You got to keep that passport on you. You should keep that passport on you. So here this brother is coming down for the Super Bowl, probably have the time of his life. And, you know, I know his friends are probably playing a joke on him, but the anxiety that he's already here and he's going to do that. So let me dispel some rumors real quick. Again, it's Super Bowl. There's a lot of girls that have come down to work. Let me dispel some rumors. There is no such thing as prostitution in Dominican Republic. Okay? There's no such thing. Now, in America, there's prostitution. It's illegal, blah, 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 right? Take your American value system and your culture and throw it out the window when you're in another country. Different laws, different applies. Things apply. And that's one of the problems that you hear these women on YouTube, feminists, always talk about. They don't know what they're talking about. They have no clue what they are talking about when it comes to these other countries and what goes on there. There is no such thing anywhere that I'm aware of where pedophilia is allowed. There's no country I've ever been to. When I was in Afghanistan, yes, can 12-year-old girls get married and stuff? Yes, they can. But is that pedophilia? You know, it's in another country. It's not. So let's just dispel that rumor, how these women are trying to shame and dog men who are taking their money and their options and going elsewhere to do what it is they do. Who are we to judge them? They're not breaking any laws because there is no law to break here, okay? In regards to what we would consider in the United States to consenting adults, okay? There is no illegal law that does that. So just want to tell you, I'm going to make a part 2 to this because my battery's about to die. I got to go plug it up. I'm going to make a part 2 to this, but it's Super Bowl weekend, and I'm going to kind of get into some of the context of the BS that these women talk about on YouTube. I am in the Dominican Republic right now, and I'm going to tell you, at this time of year that I've been here, I don't know what they're talking about. I've got families running around here. Restaurants are full. Dudes are coming up in here. It isn't Sodom and Gomorrah that I can see. You know, it's a tourist destination. This is not what these people who have never traveled here are talking about. So wait for part 2. Let me go plug up to this thing. Or if you guys can wait, I can plug up right now. So just give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Thank you guys for waiting. I appreciate that. That way we don't have to make 2 videos, right? Give me a second here. Hold Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Now, I'm giving you guys a first-hand look. Are there a lot of women that have come up to have fun, enjoy the Super Bowl? There's a lot of gringos in town, and this is going on all over the Dominican Republic. Okay, there is no such thing as prostitution. Two legal adults can enter into a transaction. There's no difference. I'm not married to you, ladies, you feminists, and you want $300 from me because you want to go shopping. You happen to be my girlfriend, right? I'm not giving you $300 just to give it to you. I'm not going to do that. So what do a lot of women do? Real women do. And it's just the nature of how we are as human beings. They use their feminine wiles to get what they want. How do you go about doing that? How do you go about doing that? Well, some women will say, you know what, I'm gonna make him a dinner, I'm gonna do this, whatever, candlelight, whatever, and I'm just gonna jump on him and give him the best sex of his life. Then I'm gonna ask him for $300. How can a man say no? What's the difference? Please explain that to me. What is the difference with what I just described and two consenting adults entering into a transaction? There's no difference. That's why, again, take your American BS bullshit, feminist tropes out of it and think about where you're at. I'm in the Dominican Republic. There is no prostitution here. So when you see feminists on YouTube talking about prostitution and pedophilia, they don't know what they're talking about. There is no country in the world that condones pedophilia. Doesn't happen. And notice when they talk about prostitution and stuff, they never bring up Amsterdam. They never bring up Germany. They never bring up France. They never bring up the Netherlands. They never bring up Poland. Notice that all the countries I just named are Western countries. Western countries. Oh, he must hate his mama. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Fellas, don't fall for it. Let me tell you guys, if you've been watching these videos of passport bros, I'm not a passport bro, by the way. I am not a passport bro. The original passport bros were those World War I Buffalo Soldier brothers that got deployed after the Civil War and stuff, after the Indian Wars. Those were the original passport bros. And most of you military guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have been overseas. You know how we're treated overseas and stuff like that. They love us to death over here, in a lot of places. So again, these people, don't listen to these people. They don't know what they're talking about. There ain't black men out here and Americans out here wilding out and doing, whatever. Now, there is a difference. Younger men are a little bit more aggressive and excited than a person like myself. It's your first time out of town, beautiful women everywhere, fit and in shape. And I could understand why they're getting excited and their jaws are dropping, because back in the United States, the majority of women don't look like the majority of women here. They don't. They don't look like this. They're statistically, it has been proven, Black women are overweight and morbidly obese. Most Americans are morbidly obese. And when it comes to the negative connotations of anything Black in the United States, we are either the worst, number one on the list when it comes to the worst stuff, and we're last when it comes to the good stuff. Okay? Brothers, especially young men, do not let these women guilt and shame you for taking your resources and going somewhere else where you will be appreciated. Okay? Now, again, a lot of people have been emailing and texting me saying, oh, we want to see, the magic pool. I'm going to call the red light district the magic pool. Okay? Unfortunately, as I've been saying in all my videos, you're never going to see me post the red light district in all its glory. You're not going to see me post the pool in all its glory unless you come to my house. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put it up on YouTube because, again, what it does is it presents a false narrative of the country. Okay. That's a false narrative of the country. You can do what we're doing anywhere in this country, but it presents a false narrative. And I don't want to help in bringing the wrong type of element and problems to the pool. Again, my analogy of the movie Cocoon. So Thursday and Friday, the buses from all over, Caribbean tours and stuff, that's how a lot of people get around here in Dominican Republic. It's not a big island, so, you don't want to fly, unless you could do it. From Santo Domingo, when I rented the plane the other day and with an instructor, I had a 152 I rented. It was a Cessna 152. I flew for like an hour. In about an hour, I can fly in a 152. Remember headwinds and all the other all the technicalities. I can fly from here to Santo Domingo. I'm in the northern part of the island, and from here, I can, in about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, depending on the technicalities, I can fly to Santo Domingo in about an hour, right? So they usually take the bus. I saw busloads and busloads of girls pouring into the city. Now, remember, we already have European families and people here. The restaurants were packed. The streets were full of people, just full of people. So today's the Super Bowl. I haven't even got up to leave to go outside to observe what I'm going to observe. Now, I'm going to be in the downtown area at Coco Locos to watch the football game. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Unfortunately, I could care less who wins. But, I'm going to be down there to observe and see what's going on. And again, I'm going to tell you guys, especially you men, if you have never been to the outside of the United States, and it's your first time traveling, I don't care where it is, especially if you're seeing these videos all over YouTube, when you get that passport, you may not ever want to come back to the United States. That's literally the truth. You may never, ever want to come back. I like the Dominican Republic. The people are really nice here. It was funny. I was with my friend, and I've known her since I've been coming here. Really nice girl. And we were going down this street, right? Long story short, now she's from here. She was like, "Oh, no, don't go down this street. Don't go down the street." And I said, "What?" Because I've been going down this street the whole time I've been here. I usually stay at the same place, whatever. I've been going down that street, it's no big deal. But there's no lights, so it was super, super dark. And I'm not saying I'm some hero or nothing like that, right? She goes, "Oh, no. She was very dangerous, very dangerous." I said, "What? No, it's not dangerous." So as we're walking toward the hotel, you see this white woman, European. She's walking all by herself. Nobody's bothering her. And so it hit me that people are the same everywhere. Just like in America, it's so funny that we are quick to prey on somebody that looks like us versus the colonizer. Why aren't you afraid of the colonizer? If the colonizer, a white woman, can walk down a dangerous street, I should be able to do the same thing. And I'm not throwing bravado out there. I'm just trying to show you the craziness. In the United States, we let the white man never deliver for us, evict us, and just treat us all kinds of bad stuff. And yet we do nothing in our own defense. Nothing. He pays no penalty for how they treat us or how they treat our children or how they victimize us. And I thought about it when she was saying that, and I walking and she was like, "Oh, you not know. I said, "No, I do know. Because when I leave the hotel during the day, the very people that live on that street, I say hi to them. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. I stop and I talk to them. I'm always, petting the dogs as I walk and the cats as I walk through there. So they're very familiar with who I am. I'm from Los Angeles area. Well, not from Los Angeles, but I'm from Southern California. Compton, you hear about the things in the 90s, how bad it was, whatever. You should have no problem going through anything. It's about respect. You got to have respect. If you respect those people, they don't have a problem with you. Every day I see these guys breaking a bike. Motos are really big. The scooters are really big here. There's a guy that does scooter work, mechanic work, right there on the street. The other day he was rebuilding an engine. I mean, with minimal tools, but he probably does it all the time, so he's really good with it, right? As I saw him doing it, because I was a mechanic too, I kind of was walking up and watching him, and he was I was asking him a question, and he was trying to tell me what was going on, whatever, and I kind of helped him out in a few things like that. It's about respect. People have no problem with you if you respect them, And so my friend was just like, "Oh, you not know?" I said, "No, you not know." Because she's going to the United States to visit her mother, and I said it's her first time going to the United States. I said, "You not know? America is very dangerous, very dangerous. The most dangerous country in the world is the United States of America. Believe it or not, there are more guns, more killings, more pedophilia than anywhere in the world. Believe that or not." Believe that or not. But yet, you've got these feminists on YouTube. How did Kevin Samuel say it? Shame, guilt, remorse, whatever that thing he was saying, that they use on Black men that have decided to take their research elsewhere. Like I told you guys, tricking is tricking. Doesn't matter. Hoeing is hoeing. And these women are mad. Think about it, guys. It doesn't make sense. Why are you upset that men you don't want anyway are going somewhere else? It doesn't make sense to me. So while I'm here live on the streets, I am going to tell you guys, when I'm in America, you don't see, too many brothers smiling. Brothers don't smile in the United States like that unless they're already married, because marriage is a good thing. You don't see too many people smiling. These are single young Thundercats, and they're laughing. They're enjoying themselves. A lot of them are in awe of what is going on, which kind of me, it's kind of, well, I'm not saying they're beautiful women everywhere, but in some countries, when I was stationed in Panama, I thought Panama was it. I thought that was it, So, these guys, it's like these women are fit and attractive. We're not talking about 5'3", 180, okay? We're not talking about that. These women are fit and attractive, okay? Now, these younger ones that want to be like the Cardi B's and stuff, you might have some problems with those ones. I mean, but young people can handle young people, so, I'm not worried about that. Sudaban says, exactly. How are you carrying yourself, especially overseas, takes you a long way. Even if you don't want to be, sometimes you are an ambassador or myth breaker to people's perception from media and who we are. Exactly. People see, like I said, and Sudaban, it isn't like I'm like stomping through the yard. I'm the big, I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'10". I'm 168 pounds, give or take 3 or 4 pounds every now and then. I don't stop through the yard. I'm just, everybody sees me every morning. I have the same routine. They see me go swimming. I'm always walking. Guy comes up to talk to me. I talk to them. My Espanol, being from Mexico, is kind of different than the Espanol here. And, and I do a lot of slang. I speak a lot of slang. And they laugh at me because my Spanish isn't that good, but they see that I'm trying. You know what I mean? And they respect that, especially the older moms and stuff. They'll see you and stuff. And I'm always talking to them, hey, buenos dias, buenos tardes. And they'll give me a word to work on, and I'll work on it. So next time I come and see them, I always come back. So, that's my issue with some of the Thundercats that come down here. It's like, yeah, you're in paradise, you're in the pool, you're swimming, and now the girls are jumping in the pool with you, and literally, and you want to act like you've been here before. You know what I mean? You want to act like you've been here before. Fellas. I know in America, I'm a people watcher, and I could see the repression when they come here or to another country, how they're like exhaling. I could actually approach this girl and offer to buy her a drink. And then not only will she accept the drink, she'll sit down with me and have a conversation. That doesn't happen anymore. You can see a girl and hold the door for her. I got a man. No, you know what I mean? And then they want to look at your clothes and see what you got on. If you ain't blinging and got the stuff on, do I look like I would talk to you? No. These girls ain't looking at all that. They're like, oh, hey, don't, hey, baby. And you guys that have been or at that, you guys know what that thing is. You guys know that verbiage. They're trying to get your attention. Hey, baby, poppy. They're always doing that to get your attention. One girl at the bar here at my hotel, she's a young girl. I don't really pay her no mind, but she's cute. But I kind of mess with her mentally. She calls me superhero because they always see me working out, doing my thing. You know what I mean? But not to toot my own horn, what it is I think, and you notice I always keep myself, shaved because I have really bad ingrown hairs that come into my face. I got to dig them out. That's one of the things my father gifted me with ingrown hair. And even in my military career, I had a shaving waiver the whole time. But, the brothers are down here with their beards and stuff. So I guess when I shave and stuff, I look not a lot younger, but I look younger than what I am. And so she calls me superhero because they always see me working out. And like I said, I have bad arthritis. Like I do physical therapy. I go to the clinic here 3 times a week. 3 times a week for physical therapy and a massage afterwards. So 2 appointments. And Thursdays. So I'm actually in the clinic 4 times a week because Thursday, then that's when I have my mental therapy to see my therapist. And me and her just be talking it up and talking it up. So I'm in the clinic 4 times a week, and people see that, when I get out the door, they know where I'm like, I got an appointment. I got to go somewhere. And if you've been following my videos, you see that I've been looking at properties and all this other stuff. I didn't come here to look at a property, but I see some things that are fairly interesting, and I'm not going to turn it down. I'll look at it. But she calls me superhero because I'm so, I'm active and stuff. But it is really weird to me to see young men, young black men especially, and there's white guys here. There's some surfers. I told them to go to out there to Pass Cabarete for surfing because the waves here aren't really like surfing waves. I said, you want some real waves, go past Cabarete. And they were like, oh man, where are you from? I said, California. And these guys were from California too, white guys. And so they took their surfboard and they just took off and went that way. And it's just weird when you just see brothers smiling here. They're just smiling. You could just talk to the girls, and like my friend, we always have like dinner and stuff. And she's going to meet me at Coco Locos. Like I said, I've known her for a long time since I've been coming here, and she's really really good people. And and another thing, because I'm a well-traveled person, I don't partake in every girl I meet. I'm just like, been there, done that. I really think my condition is because I was so excited about doing these things. So now I'm paying the price because now I'm kind of older and it's just not happening. And that's the funny thing. People see me and they're like, dude, you're just so laid back. Don't you really? I said, yeah, in my mind, I'm excited. I see a girl and wow, she's attractive. I'm always rating them 4, 6. And the guy, us older, we sit there, especially as military guy, maybe like 6, 3. We just be playing games, But to see these people smiling and having a good time and doing that. Friday night, Thursday night, the buses for the Caribe were coming in with the girls. And you're talking about dudes that were coming in from the States. Some guys are just going to be here till Tuesday. As soon as they got here Friday, and these are mostly East Coast people. They got here Friday, they're leaving Tuesday. It's more accessible to them to do so. But fellas, do not let these women shame you into finding happiness, okay? There is an easy fix for these mad, ultra-right feminists. Get with the fucking program. Simple as that. You want a man in the United States? Get nice, get friendly, get fit. Because if I was a younger man, I wouldn't give you the time of day knowing that there's other options out there. You know? Yeah, but facts not feelings. That's what I'm telling you. It is so weird to me. Military, we're military, but in the field that I was in, there wasn't a lot of black people. I was like I'm in a unit of 300 people. There's only like 4 of us that might be black. You know what I mean? So, in the United States, you see the brothers are just so pent up and they're just so stressed, and they don't smile. We'll say what's up to each other, but it's like, ugh. And we just keep on going to the next job or to the next task. But to see these brothers just woosah, and you're just like, wow. And we're talking to each other. We're not all chest pumped up and just, territorial, and all with the bullshit drama. Women outnumber men in the United States. Women outnumber men all over the world. But here, when there's a plethora of just women that are willing to be nice to you and friendly, there ain't no brothers fighting over here. Ain't no brothers to each other, okay? Ain't none of that foolishness. Ain't none of that going on here. There are brothers warning each other, hey man, watch out for that one. Yeah, no, that one, no. You know what I mean? You don't see that in the United States. That these brothers are relaxed and they're just enjoying their time. It's amazing. It's amazing. So brothers, get your passports. I'm not going to tell you not to. Get your passports. If you're not married yet and you got your little lady, whatever, before you get married, I am going to tell you, get your passport, go overseas somewhere and experience that, then come back. And hopefully you'll still, to me, that's an ultimate test. If you really love this girl you're going to marry, okay? Facts and things. I make it my duty to acknowledge other brothers' humanity. Exactly. Way too many simps. Yes, that is a big problem. All the simps, they never travel. They never been anywhere. Daddy not in their life. My mom was a widower. I lost my dad when I was a young kid, but my mother modeled me after her father, and I'm not a simp. If anything, my mother always tells me, I don't know where you get your Ike Turner ways, because I'm fine line. I'm like a real man. I'm like, no, I'm not having it, Get your passports, brothers. Get out there and experience the world and experience not being stressed out. Experience walking down the street and smiling. Experience beautiful women that are interested in you. Oh, you go to those girls out there, they just want green cards. They just want that. Statistically proven, women, foreign men that marry American women, it's been statistically proven, they marry American women for the green card. The question is this, and fellas, facts not feelings, all my brothers out there that are watching this video, talk to your feminist friends and ask them this question. Why aren't foreign men coming to the United States to marry a woman, not for her green card, to marry her? Why aren't they doing that? Because I'll tell you why. And see, they won't say this. The same requirements they put on us, he got to be 6 feet. He got to have 6 figures. He got to have 6 inches. Most countries, even here in the Dominican Republic, we're in the Dominican Republic, right? And I know some people, American girls, that have married Dominican men. Great job. But in whole, no, they're not doing that. These foreign guys are not coming because they see what we're dealing with. When we're sitting there talking among ourselves, and you got some Dominican guys that might be there, you're just sitting there on the side of the street talking shit. These Dominican guys will ask you, they go, why do you guys come down here? What's going on up there? And we tell them. They're like, yeah, we're having the same problems here. We're having the same problems here. Yeah, your mom tells you the same thing. My mom's always talk about, I didn't raise you like that. That's right, you didn't. You didn't raise me like that, but I'm not having it. I'm not no damn simp. I'm not going to do it. I'm putting my foot down. A woman isn't on my program. She isn't on my program. And guess what? I've been married twice. I've been married twice. Both of my ex-wives, and we're on good footing and stuff, whatever. They always ask me, do you think I made a mistake? Would you ever think of us getting back together? Yeah, yeah. You're independent. You want it. 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. By women. Now, I can't say I'm a great guy, but I can say this. My demise of my marriage is because of my military career. I was never home, so she was living a single life. But isn't that a testimony that she can't even hold down the house, and I'm not even cheating, and she's still unhappy? I talk to the women down here, and again, there are a lot of women here that have come up to work, and they have boyfriends. They have husbands, right? They're up here to work, whatever they're doing. So I'll see the young Thundercats and I say, man, don't fall in love with that girl. Don't do that. Don't do that. She's bad, but don't do that. She's got bambinos back home, right? Boyfriend's taking care of them. Mama is taking care of them while she come up here to work. In general, I just give them the knowledge. I mean, just to hear brothers laughing and introducing themselves to each other and giving advice to each other, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Seeing the white guys, white Americans, they're done with it too. They're done with it too. But again, also with the colonial mindset, the white guy gets first dibs on some of the best ones. Okay, that's just a colonial mindset. I think that goes anywhere. And facts, not feelings, exactly. We always tell them that. Even if you do fall in love here, do not bring these women to the United States, because you can already see the influence that Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, the City Girls, and I don't even really know who these girls are. I mean, I've heard of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I haven't really heard their music. I don't really know their music. I think I heard Cardi B's first hit, that one real big hit, Red Bottoms or some bullshit, whatever it was, but I don't really follow that. And so I was talking to my friend that's here, and she likes Cardi B. She's a big Cardi B person. I said, but notice she talks about, getting brothers and getting the money, getting the bag. But I said, you notice that she's married? Beyonce, single ladies, she's married. And she goes, no, I never think about. I said, okay, yeah. But I said, notice, you got to pay attention, So ground zero here, Super Bowl Sunday, it's packed. I'm going to tell you, stop listening to the lies. There is no pedophilia going on here. There's no country in the world that I know where that is an acceptable practice. There is no facts, not feelings, and everybody that's listening to this. Isn't it funny, as Black people, and you see these Black feminists showing their racism? These women are poor. Oh, they're uneducated. They're this. They're slaves. They're that. I have yet to see any of that going on. Any of that going on. In all my travels, I've never seen a slave. Are some of these people poor? What are you basing it on? Oh, that's right. You're basing on American standards. That's right. So, you're right. Here in the Dominican Republic, the average median income is probably $10,000, and I'm probably exaggerating that. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm probably going to take, a few pictures of, the happenings down here, but unfortunately, the ones that I post on the internet is to post for the tourism aspect of what is going on here. This is a beautiful place. And if you guys saw, go to my Facebook page at the boxing event. You're going to see white women hugged, older white women, that what I've been telling people. Notice that these women do not talk about what the women are doing. They only talk about what we're doing. You've got young Dominican men up here working, for the benefit of the European white women. And they're booed up and they're doing their thing. And if you look at my video and some of my pictures on Facebook, you will see right at the boxing event, these white women with Dominican men all booed up and doing what they got to do. And these men are there to, but you never hear the women talk about it. You never hear the women talk about it. The hypocrisy is real. So brothers, in closing, get your passports. Go be happy. You do not have to stay in the United States. But I'm going to tell you, the United States is still the best thing going, period, point blank, when it comes to your rights. But if you do find happiness, stay in that country. Your dollar goes farther. You're appreciated a lot better because you're putting money and improving the economy of that country, and you're building with your woman and their families. And that's nothing black women like to use. Oh, her family you got to support her family. How many of you guys have a wife and then the wife's family needs help, and then here you are helping her family more than you do your own family? Get out of here with all that BS, fellas. Use your minds. Use your minds. Don't let these women guilt you into all that stuff. Everything that they say, you could throw right back in their face. Everything that they say. Oh, he's tricking, whatever. You got an OnlyFans. Sex work is sex work, right? Sex work is sex work, right? So if you got an OnlyFans, if you're out there on the blade prostituting, if you're in the strip club stripping, it's all categorized as sex work. So what the hell are you talking about? And you better than these other people. Get the hell out of here. Who are you to judge? Fellas, find you some happiness. I'll be posting some stuff up the best, that I can. But again, you guys know my page. I'm not going to post the pool because I don't want the wrong element, people coming down here and then they close the pool permanently, which the government of Dominican Republic is going to do. A lot of construction in a year. There won't be those restaurants on the beaches. They got a year to clear that up. So you got a year to get down here. If you want to come see what's going on here, you got a year to see the standard right now. Those businesses will be off the beach at Sosua Beach they gave them a year. They're going to build some hotels, and some of those businesses are going to go into the hotels in the market area, to kind of clean it up, to bring more tourism. They're going to bring cruise ships down here, which is going to be more family friendly. That's another thing. If it is so bad down here, whatever, Europeans have been coming here for years with their families. They're looking at the tourism aspect of bringing more money in. All they're going to do is they're going to move the pool farther down the street a little bit as they try to attract more tourism with the cruise lines and stuff that are going to be coming here. Do not let these women who have never traveled in their life tell you and guilt you from not getting your passport. But they have no problem being flued out. Girl, you can go ahead and get flued out. They have no problem. I mean, the hypocrisy. It's crazy. Young men, older men, brothers, get your passports. Look at your other options. When you're buying your car, when you're buying your dream car, do you just get the base model? Some of us do, and then we modify it, right? But you got the car you wanted, right? You want to put the rims on there. You want to put that nice little stereo system in it if it doesn't come with it already, right? Right? Same thing. Same thing. Come to a place where you can see friendly, fit, beautiful, humble women. It's not just the Dominican Republic. Go to Panama. Go to Venezuela. Go to Colombia, Brazil. Yeah. In fact, it says, I was heartbroken when I heard Black women say Black men are going for pedophilia overseas. That was a lot. Exactly. They use the most negative connotations, but at the same time tell you, well, go. We don't need you anyway. Then what the hell are you hollering about? And then, facts not feelings, think about this. They put that one video out saying that kind of stuff, right? They never have any video. In all of my travels, remember that guy, that singer Gary Glitter? He was in Thailand and he got busted for pedophilia. Predominantly, that is something that is practiced among the other groups of colonizers, right? And I'm not saying that there aren't incidences of black men, Asian men, Hispanic men doing pedophilia, right? There's no way I can say that it never happens. It does. Where's the evidence? You don't think these countries would love to find a brother or any Americano and parade him and perp walk him in front of the cameras? They would love to do that. But they put these videos out and they have no proof. I watched the Filipino P, and I talked to her years ago when she was like really getting into her channel. And I love what she does because she always brings the receipts. There's another sister on YouTube. Her name is Danica Marie. She comes with the real. She comes with the real. You know, she's married, beautiful sisters. And she understands she's got to go to the gym every day to keep her man. She got to do what she's got to do to keep her man. And she be talking some real stuff. But these sisters don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. You know, Ray Ray and Pookie and Nene and all those Day Day and all those guys that they like. They got the baby and stuff. Can't do it. Can't do it. Now, are there girls are going to meet up here with bambinos? Yeah, absolutely. Of course, of course. But they're still fit. You know, it doesn't take much to make them happy. But then we got to school a lot of brothers too. Facts, not feelings. It's the funniest shit. You got to school a lot of brothers, especially these younger brothers. And I say, okay, when you head back to the States, you're going to get a video or a picture of her in the hospital with the IV connected to her thing, and she's on the gurney. And she's going to say, oh, I fell sick. Oh, you know, could you send me some money? I said, no, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at these brothers fellowshipping and warning each other. You know, because you know, I told this one brother, you're going to get that picture, or she's going to tell you her papa's sick, her baby needs milk, all that other stuff. And I said, I can't tell you how to live, but I want you to realize if you send that woman money, you are supporting her and her boyfriend and her husband, and you are one of probably 5 to 7, depending on how bad she is, that is sending her money, and that is how she's making her living. That is how she is keeping herself to look like Cardi B and all that other stuff. You know? It's the funniest thing, man. We just sit here and we just be telling them, especially, you know, you got guys that don't have a lot of experience. They see this bad chick that looks like Megan Thee Stallion, built like Megan Thee Stallion, and she's interested in him. You know, she's interested in him, and he thinks he's in love, and you kind of say, no, that's not love, brother. You're going back to stateside. This is fantasy island. Consider me Mr. Rourke, or better yet, I could be tattooed if I need to be. You know what I mean? Depending if there's another brother that has more knowledge than me. You know. But yeah, but it's a great feeling. So brothers, do not let these women talk shit on you and they don't know what they're talking about. And if they're talking all this bullshit, tell them bring the receipts. Bring the receipts of a American being perp walked for pedophilia. Bring the receipts of females in this country that are being abused and enslaved by Americans. And when I say Americans, any of us, Hispanic, black, white, Asian, whatever, bring the receipts. We're in the digital age. And see, the problem is that they can't, and they depend on you guys not doing your homework. Do your homework, brothers. Get those passports, open your options. I'm the first to tell you, America is the best thing going when it comes to your individual rights. I'm never going to say America is, as all the problems that we have, how terrible it is. But I'm going to tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in jail here. I wouldn't want to go to jail here. I wouldn't want to break a law here. Young brothers out here, you know, sitting around getting set up by these girls that are listening to the city girls. The Dominican men will tell you, American culture is messing their culture up. It's messing it up. These younger girls, mm-mm, mm-mm. And you're going to find, like in any country where there's foreign troops or there were foreign troops, you're going to find a lot of mixed children. A lot of mixed children here, you know. There's a lot of mixed children here. European children, but they never talk about that. Do you guys know the statistics of black men going overseas is very, very small? We're not talking military members. We're just talking average American guys with their passports going overseas is very small, but it's growing. As we spread the word, it's growing. But hold these women accountable when they say that. And I guarantee you, you will never see a video where they can say, see, he's in jail for pedophilia. See, she was enslaved. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. And you do not want to bring these women to the States, because those very women that are lying on us now are going to be lying and influencing our happiness with our spouse or that woman that you love, and it's going to break up your marriage. So you stay in that country and you build with her. I'm telling you, brothers, I'm telling you, I love being here. I mean, I didn't really, fall in love with anything here. There's some beautiful women. I love them. It's great for my attitude to be here. Have you guys noticed that? When I'm here, I put up more videos and I'm just more animated. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about, brother. It's true. But spread the word. Let the word go forth throughout all of the land that we don't have to take this shit anymore. Leave and go be happy, my brothers. Like the women say, they want a happy life. They want your checkbook. We want to be happy too. And if it takes going to these other countries to do it, let's do that. Brothers, especially, and I'm so jealous of you younger brothers, because you're getting, well, see, I already knew, but I live in a military bubble. But if I was a civilian cat and, the information isn't there, but now with this digital age, brothers are waking up saying, you know what? And here's another thing, brothers, as a military person, I'm going to tell you this. And I've known this, a lot of military guys know this. We're loved. We're loved when we go to Germany as a young black man in shape, got your shit together. I used to go to the base clubs in Germany. The girls are lined up outside the gate back in the day, and you would sign them in and stuff. I would literally go to the club on my own with my buddies, with my crew, and these Fräuleins would buy me drinks just to get my attention. When I was in Australia, walk into a club, I'm sitting at a table, 3 Australian beautiful women asking me, do I need any company? And they weren't prostitutes, so they just knew we were doing an operation. And I said, don't you guys have boyfriends? They're like, well, yeah, but they love us. We are loved. And see, a lot of us, we're behind that gate in the United States, and we can't, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. My problem is give the correct information. You get to these countries, act correctly. There's a young brother right now. I think he's 21 years old. And I think he's on the show Fly to the Philippines or something like that. He checked out, 21 years old, dark brother, handsome looking brother. Changed his life, changed his whole freaking life. You young cats, let me give you some other advice. You guys can work digitally. Why not take 90 days, take your job with you and, do that. And, there's so many ways you can just leave, that prison and go overseas, even for a little while, and experience that culture. When I go to a culture, I immerse myself in the culture. I literally do that, even if it's craziness and the people are laughing at me and stuff. But they, like I said, every country you go in, people will help you. When I was in Europe, I got on the train and literally got lost. Wasn't paying attention, literally got lost. This is before Google Translator and all that other crap. Literally got lost. Told the person I was an American, I'm trying to get here. The person, because most countries speak some form of English, no problem helping me out, getting me on the right train track. Try that shit in America. People look at you like, what? Motherfucker, you talking? What? You know, it just isn't there. Looking at these brothers just being so stress-free, not aggressive to each other, it's a beautiful thing, brothers. Come experience it. Get that passport. Because let's face it, if you can travel, that makes you in that top tier percentage of people that can do it, because not everybody can just go overseas and just travel and and do those things. And the reason why these black women are mad, and women in America across the board are mad, is because you're taking your dollars and you are going elsewhere with them, and they can't get them. It's statistically proven OnlyFans is dying out because people are just tired of the bullshit. Why spend money? Only the simps are going to do that when you can go somewhere where you're going to be appreciated and your dollars are going to be appreciated. I'll be damned if I'm going to go pay $30, $40 to enter a gentleman's club, have to buy watered down ass drinks at $15, $20 a pop, then watch these women shake their asses. Looks like they got bullet wounds and stab wounds all in them, and they act entitled to my money. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I was with my friend last night. We went to dinner. We walked around, and she was showing me some stuff. And it was just a dinner. The dinner cost me about $40, and we had a really good time, just enjoying each other's company. And she was beautiful. The feeling of just walking by. Now, there's a lot of beautiful women here. She's 28. My friend is 28. Just walking by, and the brother's looking, and I'm not even getting mad. I'm like this, and we're like high-fiving. Hey, this is the one. Let them know this. Yeah. Or if I'm in the pool downtown, and she'll meet me at a restaurant down there, her girlfriends get mad because she has a dedicated person with her. She's dedicated, and I'm sitting there, and brothers, and don't be cheap when you're down. I'm not saying throw your money away, but see, my friend, I've known her since I've been coming here, right? And I'm smart enough to know that time is money. Time is money. It isn't about giving her big money. It isn't about that. It's just giving her something for her time, because I'm very sure the way she's built, she can go somewhere else and make some money. You know what I mean? She could have gone to the casino last night, where the club is, where everybody goes and stuff. Because I was like, no, I don't like the casino, because it ain't really a casino. I'm near Las Vegas. It's like, you just got to play it fair. When you go to these places, play it fair. Play it fair. Just be straight up about what you're going to do. And these girls, and then again, fellas, take your economic knowledge with you. Okay? If the market is flooded with a product, does the product's price go up or does it go down? It goes down, right? If there's a bunch of, let's say, let me try to quantify it for you. Let's say there's a bunch of iPads, right? You got 3,000 of them. You really want to sell them for, let's say, $200 each, but you got 3,000 of them. The price goes down because the market, that's what you have. What about the other guy and the other guy and the other guy? You might have to sell those iPads just to get them off your hands for $75, $50 or whatever, just to get rid of them, right? Because the market is flooded. Again, knowledge. If the pool is antiquated with women and girls, okay, beautiful girls, if it's antiquated, remember, these girls are watching Cardi B and all that other stuff. You don't pay American prices. Number one, the minute I set foot in a foreign country, I don't pay American prices. If I wanted to pay American prices, I would stay in the United States. So then again, a lot of these brothers don't know. Dad ain't there. They were raised probably in a single mother home and all that other stuff, where their mother was like, "A woman needs to be respected. You need to respect her time. Just give her what she wants. The government gonna give me my welfare. Da 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 da." Mm-mm. Fuck that. Fuck that. Economics. Always use your economic, common, and logical sense as a man. Young man asked me, he goes, "Well, how much should I pay?" $50, and that's being generous. $50. I said, if I were you, $50. Period. If she don't want it, somebody else will. Trust me on that. The market is saturated. There's my girl, Rain Love. How you doing, Miss Rain, Miss Rain, Miss Rain? And again, these women are working. They're here to, have a good time with you and, and show you the joys of Sosua and what the Dominican Republic brings. But when the market is saturated, you do not pay top price. But again, you have a lot of young simp dudes that were raised by single mothers that, the woman can't do no wrong. And Rain, I'm not trying to down, there's some good, my mom was a widowed mother, but I turned out like a real man. They think you just give the woman what she wants. No, as a man, you stand up and you give her what she needs, not what she wants, unless that's your wife. If that's your wife, yes, you should be spoiling your wife. You should be spoiling your wife. But I'll be damned, I'm paying American prices and I'm in a foreign country. Hell with that. So yeah. So that's the latest here. It's Super Bowl Sunday. You guys have a great afternoon. Please check out my video. I'm going to do a video later on this evening when everything is done, the festivities are finished, and it's going to be very interesting. But again, fellas, when these women keep bringing up these talking points, ask them to show you the proof. Since they're bringing this up, where's the proof? Where is the proof? There are no Western other men from other countries coming to wife up American women. Why? Can anybody answer me that question? Why? So if there's no men coming to wife our women, why are we going other places to look for women? Is there a connection there? I'm a critical thinker. This is the question I'm asking. Okay? You guys ask that question to those people too. You guys have a great day. Love you guys. We will see you on the next thing. And again, facts, not feelings. If we're in a symposium somewhere, I'm uploading to the cloud. So if we run into each other, I can show you some of the beautiful manifestations that I've run across. You guys have a great day. We will talk to you guys manana.